Imagine walking onto a closed, heavily guarded set at the Olympic Winter Games. The world's top sports photographers are lined up, but a select few are holding bodies wrapped in black tape. No logos, no serial numbers, just a mysterious new silhouette. The rumors whispered it didn't exist. They said Canon's flagship path ended with the R1, but the leaks coming out of those sub-zero stadium floors tell a completely different story. This is not just a minor refresh. This is the Canon EOS R3 Mark II, and it is about to completely rewrite the rules of professional photography, breaking boundaries that Sony and Nikon thought they had locked down for the next decade. For the last couple of years, the camera industry felt like it was settling into a predictable rhythm. You had high-resolution bodies for studio work, and you had low-resolution, high-speed speed demons for sports and wildlife. You had to choose. Do you want the raw detail of 50 megapixels? Or do you want the blazing frame rates and clean low-light performance of 24 megapixels? Sony gave you the A9 series, Nikon gave you the Z9, and Canon gave you the original R3. Every single one of them forced a compromise, no matter how small. But what if that compromise was entirely eliminated? What if a single sensor could shift its internal architecture at the press of a button? The massive hardware breakthrough that has the entire industry scrambling is a rumored world-first dual native resolution stacked CMOS sensor. This isn't software trickery. This isn't simple digital cropping or basic downsampling that loses dynamic range. We are talking about physical, sensor-level pixel binning that completely changes the camera's identity on the fly. In one moment, you are shooting a glorious, hyper-detailed 54-megapixel RAW file, capturing every single thread on an athlete's jersey or the individual feathers on a bird 100 yards away. But flip a switch, and the sensor physically alters how it reads data, combining adjacent pixels to drop down to a highly optimized 24-megapixel speed monster. Think about the sheer engineering required to make this happen. When you bin pixels together at the hardware level, you aren't just throwing away resolution for smaller file sizes. You are combining the light-gathering power of multiple pixels into one. The early leaks indicate that in this 24-megapixel speed mode, the camera utilizes a radical, redesigned Bayer array. By grouping the color filters in a unique layout, the sensor can merge adjacent pixels of the exact same color. The result is a staggering 80% increase in light sensitivity compared to the original, already legendary EOS R3 sensor. This means that when the sun goes down or the stadium lights turn on, your images don't just stay usable. They become pristine. It pairs the structural shift with a triple native ISO system. Most modern professional cameras feature dual native ISO, giving you two distinct clean baselines for daylight and low light. By introducing a third native ISO layer specifically tuned for extreme dark environments, Canon is essentially giving photographers night vision without the typical digital noise, grain, or color shifts that ruin deep shadow details. It's the kind of technology that makes you wonder how long they've been developing this behind closed doors, waiting for the perfect moment to drop it on the market. But resolution and light sensitivity mean absolutely nothing if the camera can't keep up with the action. The speed specs leaking out are frankly hard to process. When you are shooting in the full 54-megapixel high-resolution mode,